Okay, so this is the circuit. What we have to calculate in this? Question is, what is the current supplied by each battery? What are the currents supplied by each battery? Okay, so what is asked in the question? What are the currents supplied by each battery? What does it mean? It means that we have to calculate how much current is passing through the battery. Okay, so what is the current at this position? What is the current at this position? In this branch, what is the current here? What is current here? Like this, we have to calculate. Okay, so let us see. Okay, making large circuits are a bit tough. Okay, so let's solve this. How can we solve this particular question? Now, for learning purpose, we will be solving this question. We will solve this question using two methods. Okay, what are those two methods actually? Those two methods are, however, I have not told you, but the reason why I have not told you yet, because these are the very basic ones. These are not the syllabus of this particular subject only. You have studied it earlier as well. Okay, the very basic concepts of the network theory. That is, first one is mass analysis. Somebody has his microphone on, so the voice is echoing. And second one is nodal analysis. Some questions based on nodal analysis I have already solved. Okay, how? Is what question? This question, if you remember, we have solved using the nodal analysis only. Okay, first is using nodal analysis, then using superposition theorem. So we got the same answer for both the methods. Okay. Now what you will have to do here? We will be learning how to solve a question using mass analysis and nodal analysis. Okay, the same question we will be solving using both the methods, and we will see whether we get the correct answer or not. However, to solve a question by both the methods will make you know that you will be getting the same answer obviously, but one method is a bit tough and another method is a bit easy for different types of circuits. Okay. However, when you practice some questions, 5 or 10 questions of each method, then both the methods will become easy for you. Okay. So let us see how it works. Okay. So this is the circuit. First, we will use the mass analysis. First, the use of mass analysis means we will be using Kirchhoff's voltage law. Nodal analysis means we will be using Kirchhoff's current law. Okay. So how to use KVL in this circuit? So let us draw the circuit again here. Okay. So this may take some time, or I will just copy it. Okay, so this is the circuit. We want to solve it using mesh analysis. So let's see how it works. Nodal analysis we will see later, means after we have solved using the mesh analysis. Okay. Okay, so okay, now let us see how to solve using mesh analysis. We use KVL in mesh analysis. Okay, when I will
Sir,
start
KCL.
solving what in mesh analysis we use KVL actually, Kirchhoff's voltage law. Uh, okay, are you saying that we use KCL in mesh analysis? Actually, it is not the case if you are confused about that. In nodal analysis, we use Kirchhoff's current law. Okay. So, let us see how it works. For using KVL, we have to assume the currents first. Okay. When we use mesh analysis, we have to use the currents first. When we use node analysis, we have to assume the voltage first. Okay. So forget about the node analysis for now. We will be solving using mesh analysis. So first, let us assume some current. So in how we assume currents? We assume currents using loop. We will search for loops. Okay, so first loop is this one, you can see. Second loop is this one. Third loop is this one. Okay, however, you can take the loops like this one, then you can take another one like this one. Okay, then third one like this one. But it will cause you a lot of confusion while solving it. So why make unnecessarily tough? Okay. So first we are finding this loop separately. So we will be assuming one current. Like in this direction, suppose we have assumed it is I1. Current name is I1. This is another loop. We will assume one more current in this direction and it will be I2. Okay. We will be assuming third current in this particular loop. We will assume it as name I3. Okay. So how to solve it now? We have assumed three currents I1, I2 and I3 in these loops. Okay. So how to use these? To use these, we will have to start writing KVL equations, Kirchhoff's voltage law equation. What is the Kirchhoff's voltage law equation? First, you should assume a ground somewhere in every circuit. You should assume the ground. Now apply KVL in every particular loop. First, in this loop, if you apply, let us start with any point in this particular loop. From here, from here, from here, from any point you can start. So let us start from ground. It will be simple. Start from here. It is grounded means 0 volts. From 0 volts we are starting. Now we are passing from this point to this point a battery we are passing of 20 volts. It means that the voltage here will be greater than by 20 volts here. So we will be writing plus 20. Why? Because 20 volts are added. Now from here if we go from this point to this point, what will happen? From here to here if we go, what will happen? The current is passing through a resistor. So there will be a voltage drop. Means some voltage loss will be there. That will be what? Minus I1 into 5. Okay. Why? Because V is equals to IR. We already know it. V is equals to IR. So the value of I is I1 through this particular current, and 5 is the resistor value, 5 ohm. Okay. Now let us move more. Okay. So this branch we have covered, this branch we have covered. Now in this branch. In this branch what will happen? The current is flowing through the 3 ohm resistor. Okay. Again the current is flowing through this particular battery. So what if the current is flowing through this 3 ohm resistor? What will happen? There will be a voltage drop. So what you will do? Minus, because it is voltage drop. Minus. What will be the current through this branch? Anybody can tell me? Through 3 ohm resistance, what will be the current value? Okay, not final value. Like what will be the
3
current
into
value?
I1 minus I2.
Okay, I think you are well aware of it. Very good. So if everybody is well aware of it, then I can skip this part. But I think some of you might be having problem. So, and we have sufficient time, so I will keep going. Don't worry. Okay. Minus 3 is R value I have put minus 3 into I1 minus I2. I1 is coming from this direction and I2 is coming from below direction. Means I1 is going like this and I2 is going like this. Means both will cancel each other. So we are assuming here that I1 is greater than I2. So we have written I1 minus I2. Okay. And if we are assuming wrong, the sign will be reversed automatically in the answer. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay. So minus 3 I1 minus I2. Now we have reached where at this point, but not at this point. Now at this point, coming this point, what we will have to do? Minus 5 volts. Why? Because this battery is opposite direction. Means plus is above and minus is here. So when the current comes here to at this point to this point, there will be a voltage drop of 5 volts. So I have written minus 5. Now equals to 0. This is your equation because we have come at the same point from where we have started. So we will write like this. So 20 minus 5I1 minus 3I1 plus 3I2 minus 5 is equals to 0. Okay. Now 20 minus 5 is 15. Minus 5 minus 3. So minus 8I1 plus 3I2 is equals to 0. So at the end, what is the equation? 8I1 minus 3I2 is equals to 15. Okay, this is equation 1. Suppose we have taken it as equation 1. Okay, good. So this is one loop. Now we will be taking another loop. For another loop, I will be using different colors. So you will be able to understand. Okay, so let us today take some different color like rainbow. So this is for first loop. Okay. So color is good. This is for first loop. Now for second loop, what we will do? We will be making the same equation. Same equation means the KVL equation. So 0 volt is at this point. Okay. We can start from any point, here, wherever you want, but you will have to move complete one circle. Means from, if you are starting from here, you will be going like this and coming back here only. So for simplicity, we always start at ground. Okay, and if there is no ground, we can start at any point. Okay, if there is ground, you should start at ground, it will be easy. Here the voltage is 0 at ground, so we will be writing 0. Now we are going in above direction. Okay, 0 to there, here. So there is a 5-volt battery which is in what direction? In the direction of current only. Here. So 5 to means 5 voltage will be increased plus 5. Okay. Now we are going in what direction? In this direction. Okay. So what will happen? There will be a voltage drop of V is equals to IR. So I value is what? Here, first you write 5 is okay. Now we will be writing minus 3. 3 is your voltage. I will take the normal pen only because sometimes the color is yellow. So you won't be able to see. So minus 3 into, now we are going in this direction. So I2 is in this direction, I1 is in this direction. So we will have to write here I2 minus I1 only. Here we wrote I1 minus I2. Why? Because we were coming like this in this direction. So I1 minus I2. Now we are taking here I2 minus I1 because we are going in this direction. So we are doing like this. Okay. Now what will we do? Okay. So from here to here now we will come. Okay. Here to here what will be the current? The current will be I2 only because I1 is in this particular circle, so it will be passing through here only. But I2 is passing through here and from this branch also. Okay, so what we will write here? Minus 4I2. Okay, again a battery is there. Okay, so okay, what is the value of this battery? Okay, I will have to see it. Okay. Wait a minute, please. Yeah, the battery is 5 volts. Battery is of 5 volts. Okay. Now, again, okay, minus 4I2. We have come up to here. We will go here now from this point to this point. What will be there? A gain of 5 volts. So gain of 5 volt means plus 5 we will write. Now again we will come in this direction. What it is? That one resistance. So a voltage drop will be there. 2 into 2 is the resistance value. I2 minus I3. Very good. I2 minus I3. Here I2 minus I3 because I3 is in opposite direction. We can take the direction of current as we want. If we want to take direction of current like this, we can take. No problem in that. Okay. If we had taken like that, then we had to add here I2 plus I3. Why? Because both were in this same direction only, here and here. Okay. So don't worry about it. You should take it like this only. Why? Because it is easy. You won't be getting confused. So I3 is, okay, we have come here now. Now if we going from this point to this point, 5 volt gain will be there. So plus 5 is equals to 0. Okay. Now it is good. So we will solve this equation. Solve means like this. We will be putting it in a simpler form. So let us put it. So 5 minus 3I2 plus 3I1 minus 4I2 plus 5 minus 2I2 plus का 2I3 plus 5 is equals to 0. So now take the values of I. How many I1s are there? 1 only. So 3I1. How many I2s are there? 1, 2, 3. So minus 3, minus 4, minus 2 means minus 3 and 4, 7 and 2, 9. Minus 9 I2. Okay, now how many I3s are there? Only 1. Plus 2 I3. 5 plus 5 and plus 5. So plus 15 is equals to 0. Okay, so this is your equation 2. Okay. So what is the third equation? Third equation I will write a bit fast. From here if we will start, we will go in this direction minus 5 volt. Okay. Then in this direction minus 2 into I3 minus I2. Again in this direction minus 8 I3. Again in this direction minus 30 volts. Okay. So if you write the equation of for third, this is for second loop. For third loop, the equation will be what? Let us see again. Here, I will write it like this. Okay. So what it will be here? Equation 0 minus 5 volts. Why? Because 5 is here. Again, minus 2 I3 minus I2. If anybody has any doubt in this equation, please ask me. Minus 8 I3 minus 30 is equals to 0. Okay. Somebody is having food, I think. So please switch off your microphone. Okay. Yeah. So what it is now, we have got the equation, simple. Now let us again make it simpler one. So minus
Sir, plus
5.
30 or minus 30, sir?
Okay.
Sir, plus 30.
Now, okay, you tell me. Okay, we are going actually from here to here in this direction. Okay, the current it will be minus 30. Why? Because we are going in this direction. From here to here, the current will go and here. Okay. So if we are going like this, current is like this. Okay, we have taken the direction like this. So from plus to minus we are going in the battery. Okay. That is why it is minus 30. Okay. So if we had taken the direction of the current is like this, then it would be plus 30 because we are going in this direction. Okay. Okay. Clear? I think it is clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. This thing I think everybody is knowing that if this is a battery, the bigger portion shows plus and smaller portion shows minus. Okay. Voltage. So this thing is clear for everybody, I think. Okay. Now minus 2I3 plus 2I2 minus 8I3 minus 30 is equals to 0. So let us see minus 2 minus 8. Okay, first let us take 2. So 2I2 8 into 10 I3 minus 30 and 5 minus 35 is equals to 0. Okay. So this is your equation third. So we have taken 3 equations here. So now I told you one day that if you are solving some equations, you should always first check the number of independent variables and number of equations. Means how many equations we have? 1, 2 and 3. 3 equations are there. But how many variables we have? I1, I2 and I3 here. Three variables are there, three equations are there. So we can solve this particular set of equations. Means we can calculate the value of I1, I2 and I3. Okay. So I will write third loop here. Okay, now let us see how we solve these equations. So first we will I will write the equation in a separate manner like here. 8I1 minus 3I2 is equal to 15. So 8I1 minus 3I2 is equal to 15. Okay. So 3I1 minus 9I2, this is second equation, minus 9I2 plus 2I3 plus 15, or take it in that another direction, is equal to minus 15.
Sir, I1 equals to 2.30.
You have calculated?
Sir, by using calculator, sir.
Okay, that is okay. I1 is equal to what?
30 amperes.
Okay, very good.
Y equals to I2 equals to 1.15 amperes and I3 equals to minus 3.26 amperes.
Okay. Okay, I have not actually solved it. So let us see whether your answers are correct or not. Maybe I can make a mistake, but if I make any mistake, you please tell me.
Okay.
So let us solve the question. So this is your first equation, this is your second equation, this is your third equation. Third equation is this one only. I will write again 2I2 minus 10I3 is equals to 35. This is your third equation. So now how to solve these equations? This is a very simple rule, First eliminate any two things. Okay. Any two variables you eliminate, or at least eliminate any one variable. Okay. So let us see how we can eliminate these. So since they are three equations, you will have to pay a little bit of attention. Okay. So there is another formula is there, that is called Kramer rule. From that you can easily solve, but forget about that by now. We will be seeing that formula later. Okay. Okay. So 8I1 minus 3I2 is equal to 15. 3I1 minus 9I2 plus 2I3 is equal to minus 15. Okay. And this equation third. Now let us solve it. How we can solve actually? So we have I1 and I2 in this equation, I2 and I3 in this equation, and I1, I2 and I3 is in this equation. So first idea is, this is a good learning if we are solving these equations. How we solve it? Obviously you have already solved this type of equation, but I will make you revise it. First you will have to get at least two equations which have the same two variables. Okay. Then you will be then it will be very easy for you. So how to get it? Okay, so we will have to subtract something or add something. So let us see what we can subtract or add. What we can do, you can see equation 2 and 3. I3 is here. In equation 1 only I1 and I2 are there. So what if we remove I3 from here? How we can remove? If we do like this, equation 2 multiplied by 5 plus equation 3. What if we do like this? Okay. So it will be, so if we multiply 5 in equation 2, it will be what? 15 I1 minus 45 I2 plus 10 I3. Okay. Is equals to Again 5 multiplied in 15 minus 75. Now plus 3 means plus 3, third equation means we can write the third equation as it is. So 2i2 minus 10i3 is equals to 35. Now if we add these equations, because I have written plus only, what we will do? This and this is cancelled. So we have got an equation that has 15i1 minus 43i2, okay, and equals to minus 40 is minus 40. Okay, so this is equation. This is one equation you have got. Let us name it equation 4. And first equation you have what? I1 and I2. Okay. So now let us solve these two equations. How to solve these equations? However, these equations are a little, means the constants are a bit awkward. They should give it simpler. Okay. But no problem in that. We will be solving using again the same thing. Okay. Now you have known one thing. If we have three equations, we have to make at least two equations which have the same variables, means I1 and I2. Okay. We have, so what we have done? We have done this operation and got an equation, this one. So this one also has I1 and I2, and equation 1 has I1 and I2. Now we can easily solve these. How we are solving it? Okay. So for solving it, generally we subtract or add. Okay, but before that, we have to multiply something in these equations. Okay, for simplicity, I will tell you what is the simpler method to multiply something. However, you have calculators, you can calculate on your using your calculator only. But if you don't have calculator, how you will do it? Always take any one variable. Suppose I1 you have taken here. Here also you have taken I1. What is the coefficient of I1 here? 8. What is the coefficient of I1 here? 15. So multiplied inversely. Inversely means in equation 1, you multiplied 15 and in equation 2, you multiply 2 matlab equation 4 here, you multiply 8. Okay. And since these both are of same sign, plus and plus, so you subtract them. Only then you can eliminate these I1. Means if 15 into 8 is here it will be 8 into 15. Okay, so this one is positive, this one is also positive. We will subtract both. What will be there now remaining? Only I2. So we will be calculating the value of I2. Okay, so this question is taking a lot of time. But don't worry, it is worth it because we are learning a lot of things in between as well. So let us write here 8 into 15 into 8 I1 minus, I am writing equation 1 only, 15 into 3 I2 minus, or not minus, it is equal to 15 into 15. Good. Now how to write equation 4? 8 into 15 I1, because we are multiplying it by 8, minus 43 into 8 I2 is equals to 8 into 40, and that is a minus because it is minus here. Okay. So now if we subtract it means the signs will be changed of the below equation, minus, plus and plus. So this is completely cancelled out. Here what is remaining? 15 into 3 I2 plus 43 into 8 I2 is equals to 15 into 15 is 225. And what is it? Plus symbol is here. So 225 plus 480. Okay. So what is the value of
minus
no? Actually, it is not
Sir,
minus. Why it
minus
is not minus?
15 into 3I2, sir.
Wait a minute. Minus. Okay. Sorry. This one is minus. Yes. Thank you. Okay. But these symbols are positive only. Okay. Good. So now let us solve it. I will be using the calculator only. Otherwise, it will take a lot of time. In solving questions, a lot of time is taken. Okay. But if you solve it only for you, it won't take more than 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes maximum. Okay. Because I am telling you it is taking time. So don't you think that it will be going to be tough for you in exams. Okay. 43 into 8 is equals to, that is 299. So 299
sir.
I2 is equals to what?
225 plus 327.
Okay. 320. Oh, sorry. I have taken it as 6. Wait a minute. 320. Yes, correct. So 225 plus 320 is equals to divided by 299. So somebody has solved it. So is it the same value that I will write? So I2 is equals to 8227.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Is it okay? Same now?
Okay, sir. Same, sir.
Okay, good. So now, since you have got one particular value I2, so you will be able to solve other equations as well. How? If you put the value of I2 here, okay, in equation 1, okay, so putting the value of I2 in equation 1, so I will be writing in shortcut I2 in equation 1. So 8I1 minus 3I2 is equal to 15 minus 3I2 means 1.8227 is equal to 15. So now what it is? Very simple. So I1 value will be what? 15 plus 3 into 1.8227 divided by 8. Okay. Please tell me what is this value so that I don't have to solve it.
2.55, sir.
2.55.
55 amperes.
Yes, 2.5585.
55.
So 2.5585. Okay. So ampere. This is also in ampere. So I1 and I2 calculated. So how to calculate I3 now? If you put the value of I2 in this equation, third equation, you will be getting. What is the value of I3?
Minus
Minus
3.13.
3.13.
Minus 3.13. Okay. Good. So it is minus 3.13. Okay, I am not solving it because we are getting the same answer. So I will write directly. Okay, now we have got the values of I1, I2 and I3, but this is not our answer. Our answer is the current through in the question what was asked, what are the currents supplied by each battery. So by the first battery, how much current is supplied? Okay. And by the second battery, how much current supplied, that I will have to tell. So from 20 volts battery, how much current is supplied? If you see, only I1. Okay. How much current is passing through it? Only I1. Okay. Now, in 5 volt battery, how much current is passing? How much current is passing 5 volt battery? First, we will be writing for, I will write here only. So, using From 20 volt battery, how much current is passing? Current is I1. That is equals to your value, whatever we have got. Okay, that is 2.5585. Okay, so I1 is equals to 2.5585 ampere. Good. Now from this voltage, this battery, this is the second battery. How much current is passed? I will write from 5 volt battery. How much current is passed through it? Now you can say it is I1 minus I2 or I2 minus I1. Anything you can say. But you should always take the current positive which is in the same direction of battery. Means I2 is in the same direction of battery, if you can see. So you should always write here I2 minus I1. So that is equal to what? If you I2 minus I1 means I2 minus I1 means you can solve I2 is 1.8227 minus 2.5585. So the value is, if you see, it is minus 0.7358 ampere. Okay, good. Now the third thing is, third battery is this one, 5. This is also 5 volt. So you can actually name the battery. Suppose B1, B2, B3, like this you can see. This is your B3, this is your B4, B5, like this you can see. So B2 is this one, B3, B3. Okay. So now here how much current is there? Only I2 if you see. It is in the same direction of the battery. It is I2, that is equals to what? I2 value is 1.8227. Very good. Now, so in this particular battery, what is there? Because I2 is in same direction. So before you can see, battery is 5 volt. The current is I2 minus I3. That is equals to what? I2 value is 1.8227 and the value of I3 is negative minus 3.13. Okay. So you can actually write it 4.9527 of plus. Okay, because they are in same direction. Now, okay, good. So I will remove this one. Okay, this fourth battery is completed. 1, 2, 3, 4, and fifth battery is, it has the current of I3 but is in negative, minus I3. Why minus I3? Because we have assumed I3 in this direction. Okay, and the battery is positive in above direction. Okay, so it is opposite, so minus I3. But what is the value of I3? Minus 3.13. So minus 3.13 equal to 3.13 ampere. So this is your answer. Okay. So this is your answer. Current through each battery. Huh? Okay. So if you actually draw the particular circuit again, what you will be getting? Since I had copied it, so I will. Okay. Now this is the circuit actually but what is the current passing through it? Okay, so but you should always be aware of the circuit direction, means current direction. Okay. Okay, this one I am removing. So your final answer is what? Your final answer will be we assume current in this direction, so your final and it is in positive. Okay. What we did, if you see both the figures together, where we assumed the answer, the direction of the current. Okay. So we assumed current in this direction and answer is positive. So it means that I1 means this current here is 2.5585 ampere. Okay. Now what we did? We assumed current in this direction, you can see. No, sorry. In this direction we assumed and we calculated I2 minus I3. So I2 was in this direction and I1 in this direction. So what we did? We actually assumed current in this direction. This is most important part. You don't, many students get confused in this part only. Because what I have taken here, I2 minus I1. Direction of I2 is here, in this direction. Direction of I1 is in this direction. But it is in negative. That is why I1 has more power here. So current actually in this particular branch is in this direction. Okay. This is a 0.7358. Now minus sign will not come here now because minus sign already told us that the current is in opposite direction. Now from here what it is? Here the current is I2 only, that is 1.8227 ampere. Okay, now what is here it is? Here it is. We assumed in which direction current? If you see this circuit, I2 minus I3 means this one is I2, this one is I3. Okay, so it means that we assumed current in this direction and it is positive, means the current is here in this direction 4.9527 ampere here. Now let us come at the last particular battery. It is what? V5 30 volt minus I3. We assumed I3 in this direction, but it is in minus. Okay, minus I3. Okay, so what it will be actually? Your current will be wait a minute. Okay, current through this battery is minus I3. Okay, so it is of minus. So the actual current is positive actually 3.13. So your current is in this direction because we assumed here in this direction. So it is of 3.13 ampere.